Alright, so now we're going to add a post. So you've already gone to post and clicked on add new post or add new. You'd either hover over it and see the drop down or click on it and then click on add new. Like I said, there's a dozen ways to do it. And now we're going to start out, we're going to put in a title. And most people who show this, they just show you typing it in. And that's, of course, how it's done a lot of times, but also a lot of times you might write the whole post in like Microsoft Word or something and then post it in which case you'll be copying and pasting, and that's what I'm going to show you here. Obviously, you just type in a title, and one note about the title, I'll give you these notes about search engine friendliness as you go along, because that's how it makes the most sense. But you want a nice descriptive title that includes a keyword phrase that someone might search for. Clever, cute titles are optional, as far as trying to arouse someone's curiosity or something like that. But from a search engine standpoint, you're better off to have the subject matter really clearly stated in the title. So here's one of the articles I have. And the title here is The Art of Training with Timing, Building a Communication Bridge. So as training with timing is the keyword phrase it's someone might search for. They also might search for communication bridge, or there's various things that someone might search for as far as dog training goes. Now, before I paste into the body, I want to let you know, especially if you're going to paste out of Word or some other program where you can bold text and stuff like that, that has its own codes. So what you want to do is you want to go into text mode and then paste it in this mode. This is the best way to do it. You don't want to bring over any codes, so that also transfers into if you're creating the document in Word, you don't want to go through a lot of editing in Word as far as bolding words and stuff. You want to do all of the formatting of the document in WordPress. So here's our article. We'll just copy this whole thing. Copy. And paste. And you can just paste as plain text. You might as well. It won't hurt anything. I should note that sometimes, depending on your program, the paragraphs might run together. So they would be like this, where the spacing isn't there. And you just have to go through and separate out the paragraphs by hitting enter. That's just a step that needs to be done sometimes. Another note I want to make is that sometimes the editors, and this is a good reason to type your document in Word directly or into just a plain text editor as opposed to Word. Word will add in, change your apostrophes and your quotation marks into fancy apostrophes and quotation marks. So instead of the one that comes up when you push the keyboard, it'll have a little curly, and then the quotation marks have curls on either side. And those are different characters, and sometimes will show up differently on different browsers. So you may need to go in, and if it looks like it has one of those kind of characters, then you want to delete it and just replace it with, hit the apostrophe key. So you just delete it and then hit the apostrophe key, or if it's a quotation mark, you delete it and hit the quotation mark key. And then, that's really all it takes to post a document. I'm going to show you the real basics first. There's a lot of other steps, but I want to show you this step individually. You put in the title, description. It's about as difficult as creating an email. Now, we go to the visual side, and now we've pasted into the text side. We go over to the visual side. Now, if you have, let's say you have subtitles in here or words that you want to bold, this works just like a little editor, and you can see, like you have a B, the dark B for bolding, and you can make lists, numbered lists, italics. One note: this is the kitchen sink button, which just basically means it shows more options underneath it. You probably won't have all these. These are extra things that we put into Dominy's site, but you can select headings, and you can change the text color. These are paste from as plain text and paste as Word. You don't need those as much because you can just go into the text mode and paste it in there, and then it pastes it as plain text. So, and this is an undo button, and you can do Control Z and undo stuff as well. So those are the fundamentals of editing, and I'll show you in further videos how to add images, how to add links, how to add videos, all that stuff. And also the next video I'll show you how to do categories and tags, which is what makes a blog really. So when you're done with this, you just hit publish, or you can if you edit where it says when to publish it, let me show you that here. Publish immediately. If you hit edit next to that, it lets you actually schedule when to publish it. So you can schedule it out to a specific day and time, and then it won't drop that until you say it's okay. And then you hit publish, and then it would be online. So I'll show you more in the next video. Thanks.